Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be showing you how to create a save and load game system in Unreal Engine 5 with C++. Let's show you what we're doing. So first up we're going to press K to save the game, and then if we run away it loads us back there. We also have an extra key to press, which is P, which deletes that save game slot, and if we try and load back to that one it won't. I'm pressing L as the letter we're using, but if you press K again it'll save it. Then go back, press L and it loads it back. I'm just going to press F8 and show you because we're doing it with health as well. So if you click on the player, or if you type in health here, I'm going to change it to 50. And if I save it now, it's okay. And if I load back there, my health will be saved to 50. But what I'll show you dead quick is I press F8 again, click on the player, change that back to 100. Now if I save it over here, by pressing K, it saves it to 100, and when we load it again the player's health is back to 100. So this is the save game load system, and I've got additional bit of delete in, so let's jump straight into how to create this. Right, perfect. We have created a project using the third person template using C++, and I've called it SL for save load. So the first thing we want to do is create a save game. So let's go to all, C++ classes, SL, right click here, new C++ class, all classes, and type in save game here, and you've got save game there. Click next. Let's create this. We're going to call it character save game. Let's create that class. Perfect, that class has been created. What I'm going to do here is create a public section in the H, and in here we want a U property. Underneath that U property we want an F transform. I'm going to have this as character position. Perfect, just like that. We want another U property. With this U property we want an int32, and this is going to be health. Perfect, let's duplicate this one we've just done, because we're going to have it the next one as max health, because we may change how much maximum health a player has in the game. We don't really need minimum health because minimum health will always be 0, so we've done health and max health. That's perfect. What we can do now is go into the character H. Let's add in a begin play. Do it in the public section here, just under the constructor. Perfect, begin play just there. We also want a pointer to our U character save game, so I'm going to make a private section here dead quick. Perfect, and this is going to be U property, and this will be T object pointer U character save game, just there. Perfect. Forward declare it. I'm going to call this jar save game, just like that. And underneath here we want to have some property, so a U property going to be here. We'll have float, or actually no, we'll have an int32, sorry, for health, and this is going to equal 100. Forgot to put edit anywhere in blueprint read write, so we can change it in blueprints. Perfect. Let's copy that and paste there, and this one's going to be max health. We can't have edit anywhere in blueprint read write on a private property, so we need to have it protected. So let's put this section as protected. That's perfect. I'll have that, remove that protected there. Why is there so many protecteds that are null and void there? But perfect. Got the health and the max health. So what we're going to do now is go into the begin play. We're going to create that, generate definition, and what we can do. So what we're going to do first, if it's not valid, so it is valid, char save game. You need to right click here, include definition, and inside of here, if U gameplay statics, does save game exist? So I'm going to look for a certain type of save game. So the save game we're going to create is going to be called slot1, just like that. And user index is going to be 0. Perfect, just like that. Then inside of here, we're going to do with char save game. If it does exist, what we're going to do is load it. So char save game equals cast U character save game, just there. And inside the brackets here we want U gameplay statics load game from slot, just there. And then we need to put the slot 1 in again, slot 1, and this will be user index 0. Sorry, I've put that in the wrong place, just like there. So I put the comma in the wrong place. That's perfect there. And I forgot to put another bracket at the end of that top one. Sorry about that. Perfect. So if it does exist, we want to load it. But if it doesn't, then we want to check. No, if it does work, what we want to do, sorry, is do is valid char save game. That's just auto corrected. Perfect. And in here, we want to set that actor transform. And what we'll pass in is char save game. And then we'll do character position, character pause there. Perfect. The next one we want to change is our health on the player. So health equals char save game health, and max health equals char save game max health. Perfect. And if it hasn't worked, so it's not valid, then what we want to do is an else. So if it hasn't been able to load the game from slot, what we want to do is char save game equals cast again. And what we want to do, I'm going to copy up here actually. I'm just going to change it. So instead of load game from slot, we're going to create save game object, just there like that. And then what we're passing through in here is char character save game, and this is going to be the static class of it. Perfect, just like that. So we are creating one, and what we're going to do here is do char save game character pos equals get actor transform. Perfect, just like that. Char save game again. We're going to do health equals health, just like that. Perfect. Char save game max health equals max health. And then last but not least, we need to do uGameplay statics save game to slot. This is going to be char save game, just saving it to uSave game object, just there. And then we need text, and this will be slot 1, same as the others, and a comma, and then index 0. That's perfect. So there we have it. We've created a save game on begin play. If we've already got one, it loads it. If we haven't, it creates a save game object. Perfect. What we want to do now is have some key bindings so we can show you like saving and loading the game. So go into your H. We have your U properties here for input actions. I'm just going to copy that one, but I am going to change it. So I'm definitely changing it to a T object pointer as it was a raw pointer. So we'll call this save game action. Perfect. We need another one of them. So let's Control C, Control V. Perfect. This will be load game action. Perfect. There we have that. And then we need the functions for it. So I like copying the U function up here. And this is where all the function calls are. Perfect. So we'll call it void save game. That's perfect, just there. And then Control V. It'll be void load game. Let's create those two. Perfect, created. What we want to do up here is add the input action. So duplicate both of these. This one's going to be save game action. The one below is going to be load game action. You're going to change these to started, and then just call it the top one for save game is going to be save game action, and this one's going to be load for load game action. Load game and save game there. Perfect. Now in save game, we're going to have very similar code to begin play. So what I'm going to do is move this function down. So I'm going to cut it and put it just there, because we can copy some code. So I need that. Oh no, I need this line of code here. So if it's not valid, I'll put that there. That's perfect. And then we need to take this code here. We can also take again. And then there's a lot of duplication, and I will be changing this, but I'm just showing you how it's done first, and then I'm going to refactor the code at the end of this video, but it's showcasing how to do it for you. And then what we want under here is some UE logs. So if not uGameplay statics save game to slot. So basically we're saving the game to slot, and it's going to be just that. We're going to copy. So if it doesn't save the game to the slot, what we're doing there is saving the game to slot in the if function. But if it doesn't do that, what we want to do is a UE log. It's going to be log temp warning, and then we can have text. Can't save characters to slot 1. We'll put it auto corrected it for us. But underneath here, I want another UE log. I'm going to change in here. We'll put saved game, so it has worked. Or we'll put because it should have saved game then. If I don't see the top one, it's save game. So we could have save game there. That's perfect. And then I just want to do that again. Control C that again. Control V. And in here, I would like health, and then it's going to equal percentage F. Because when we save game, I want to show the health that we've got, and then it'll change. So that's perfect. Now for load, I'm going to copy the code here from that one. So if a save game doesn't exist, what we want to do out of here is just return, because we've got nothing to load. Return. Perfect, just there. And if it does exist, what we want to create is a U character save game called load game. I'm going to call this one just like that, and equal it to cast, and we'll have load game from slot. I think we had it there. I'll just do the cast that one there. And we can paste that. We've loaded the game from the slot, so that means we've got that slot. That's perfect. And then underneath here, we'll put if is valid load game, just like that. Perfect. And what we can do here is char save game equals load game, and then I'm just going to copy up here this code here. As you can see, there's a lot of duplication of code at the minute, but we will sort that out with the refactoring at the end. And then just like the UE logs, we're going to copy again. Control C, and Control V, and let's say loaded game. Need a space between them. So yeah, that looks perfect. One small little bug, I put percentage F, that's for float, so it's percentage D. Just notice, sorry about that, back to live coding. Perfect, live coding was complete. We need to make the input actions we have created. So in actions, content, input and actions, right click, input action, it's going to be IA save, Control D on that, and this one's going to be IA load. Perfect. So back into input, go into the default mapping context. Opened up there, tiny. And up here, we need to add another mapping. And this first one will be save. And for save, I'm going to have K for some reason. And the next one is going to be load. And that's going to be L. They're right next to each other. Perfect, that's done. We need to now go into the character in third person, blueprint, third person character. What we can do here is go down to the input mapping context, put save game there, load game. Perfect, we are moving around in the world here. If you press L to load game, because it saves it straight at the start, it loads us back to there. But let's say I want to save here. Now if I press save here, sorry, press L, it'll take me back. But what I can show you, if you press F8, obviously got the output log saying our health there. I'm going to change the health on the player. So if I click on him, just there on details, it should be under health here. So if we, let's change that to 50. Perfect, that's changed. So if I save it now by pressing K, health is 50. But now if I press F8 again, find the character, do the health again, put it back to 100. So the health's gone back to 100. If I load it, it should load me at 50. So it's loaded me back at 50. We don't really need to change the max health, but I was just showing you can do it. But that is the save load system, as you can see, working. So let's say I've run all the way over onto the green. It should spawn me back over there. Perfect, it's spawned me back over there. You won't usually use this in this context with button presses. You could do it like if you die 3 times, or like you hit a checkpoint in your game, put a save game point, and then if the player dies like further on 3 times and loses 3 lives, you'd spawn, you'd call this function to load the game back to there. But yeah, let me just refactor some code because we definitely got it all working there. So to refactor the code to make it look a bit more sensible, I'm like using one function because we've got a lot of duplication of code. I'm going to put it in the private section up here with it. So we're going to have a U function, and this is going to be U character save game. And it's going to be a pointer. I'm going to call it get or create save game. We're going to get one or we're going to save it either way. Here we go. So let's create that function, jump straight into it. So in here, we want does save game object exist. So we're going to take this slot up here, copy that, put it just there, paste there. Then we need this loaded one here, load game. So we're going to do if, and inside that if, we're going to control V and put that in. That's perfect. And then we return that loaded game. So if it's loaded the game from slot, we want to return that. That's perfect. So there is a get, we've got the save game here. Does save game exist? And then load the save game from slot and return that load game. Perfect. But if it doesn't, then what we want to do is create one. So I've done this before. So it's just here. But what we need to do, we're going to put that underneath. We're going to call this U character save game pointer, and it's going to be called new save or new game. That'll be fine. And then new game, we can just put new game character pos equals get actor transform, new game health equals health, new game max health equals max health, and then what we can do is return new game. So that function takes out a lot of the hard work, like a lot of the code as well, to be honest. So in begin play, we can scrap all this code. What we need to do here is do char save game equals get or create save game, and that'll assign it to char save game. And then what we need is, I think it was this code, copy that and just put it there. There's a minimal amount of code in begin play now. That's perfect. And now in save game, what we can do here, instead of casting again, you can just do equals create save game. That is perfect. So that fixes up the code. Let's just double check it works. I'm just going to live code now dead quick. Perfect, live coding was complete. Let's just test and see if it works again. As you know, it's because I've got a save game object on here. It's worked. But let's do K save game, and then it spawned us back there. Let's F8. Let's give him all the health back. So 100. Perfect. Now if we want to do K over it, saves it at 100. Jump up on here. Spawns him back there, the character's position, and the health has gone back to 100. It's saved from when we're saved. Let me just show you dead quick before the video finishes how to do delete. So let me just create a function just to show you inside. I'm not going to call it or anything, but I'll show you dead quick. Duplicate that. I'm going to call it delete game. Right click, generate definition, delete game. And in here we go, does save game exist? Copy that. They've typed out every time. If this one does exist, then what we can do is just do if u gameplay statics delete game in slot, and then we'll call slot 1 user index. I don't know why extra brackets were put around there, but yeah, we would call it there. And then if that's true, deleted save game slot we'll put there. You know what, I can show you this dead quickly actually. Let's do it. We'll show you really quickly. We just need to duplicate that. Delete game action. Back into the CPP at the top. Same with this again. Delete. Game action just there. Started and call delete. Let's live code dead quick just to show you it works. Sorry dead quick, I forgot to delete char save game. So we're going to do char save game equals null pointer. Because we delete the data in char save game, but there's nothing in it, so we should make sure it's set to null pointer. Perfect. So live code again, sorry about that. Perfect, live coding was complete. Go into input actions. I'm just going to duplicate that and press type delete. This is delete, and then we need to go into content again, input IMC default, and inside IMC default, which is the default mapping context, add a new map in again. This time we want delete. Perfect. And then delete, I'm going to put that as P. Don't know why. Don't ask me why I'm using these random letters, but yeah. Back in third person, blueprint, third person character, all the way to the bottom. Add in delete game action. And let's see it in action dead quick before we finish. Perfect. So press P. What we need, output log up again. Press P. Delete save game slot. Now if you press K with save game, and we can load back there. Press P. I'm deleting it. Now let's load back. As you can, I'm pressing L and it's not loading us back. But if we save here, loads us back. So that's perfect. So the delete save game does work. It shows you that it deletes the game in slot. So that's how to do save, load and delete. I know the video only says save and load, but I thought I'd add that little bonus thing in for you. But anyway, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. If you are enjoying these videos and they are helpful for you, I know this isn't the most complex system. I can make a more complex save game system if you'd like, but just leave a comment if you'd like to see that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.